Hey guys, welcome to my video. For today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make a hat starting from the top, working your way down. To begin, you will need to know how to make the slip stitch, and then I will be using the double crochet stitch as the example stitch for my hat, so I will have that video listed down below. There are several different ways that you can start your hat. You're basically going to be starting a circle and then working your way out. I have several different ways that you can start a circle. I will have all of those videos listed down below. I will be using the chain 4 method, so I already have 4 chains on my hook. So again, this is just going to give you the basics on how to make a regular crochet hat, and any of the interpretations that you want to make are up to you. Like I'm using the double crochet stitch, you could use any number of stitches that you want on your hat. So again, we're just going over the basics, the basic structure of the hat. So like I said, I'm working with 4 chains on my hook so far. I'm going to work 10 double crochet into the farthest chain from my hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You would now slip stitch into the first double crochet you made in this row to complete row 1. To start row 2, I have already made 2 chains on my hook. Row 2 is going to be your increase row. So I am using the double crochet, so I'm going to be using the double crochet increase. An increase row means when I'm making these double crochets, I'm going to make 2 double crochet into each stitch around. So it's going to increase because you're making more than just the one. So like I said, I'm going to begin to make 2 double crochet into each stitch around for my increase row. And at the end of your increase row, you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch you made into this row to complete that row. That's how my increase row is looking. So after the increase row, these next rows are going to be crucial on determining the width of your hat. So how many rows you will need to make really depends on the width of your head. And if you're making a hat for someone else, I will have a few charts listed down below to help give you a general sense of how many rows you will need to make for someone else's head. For example, like a teen, an adult female, an adult male, and etc. So to start my first width row, I have made 2 chains on my hook. Into the first stitch of your row, you're going to make 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochet, so an increase. Into the next stitch, you're going to make 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch, make 2 for an increase. Into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet. So you can see now how this pattern is going for this row. 1 increase, 1 increase. So I'm going to continue this pattern for the rest of my row. When you get to the end of your row, you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch you made in your row to complete that first width row. So at this point, you would be making as many width rows as you need, and you would continue with this same pattern as this row, but you would be adding a number to any future rows. So for example, I made the 1 double crochet increase, 1 double crochet increase. So your next row, you would make 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet increase. Do you see what I'm saying? So this was the 1 and the increase. You would do 2 double crochet, then the increase. Your next row for 3 single double crochet and then an increase. Next one, 4 single double crochet and then the increase. And I hope that makes sense, because you would make as many as these width increase rows as you need for how big the width you need for your hat, or if you're making a hat for another person. So I'm going to make some more width increase rows to make my example hat bigger, and I will come back when I'm done. So here's how my example hat is looking with all of my width rows made, and I made a total of 4. So now I can show you up close what I mean on how you're going to make those width rows with adding a number. So this is the first one I made right here, where I made 1 double crochet and an increase. This is my next one where I made 1, 2 double crochet and then an increase. My next one where I made 1, 2, 3 and then an increase. And my last one I made 4. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4 and then a double crochet increase. Now the next rows that you will be making are your actual body rows. You're going to start your first body row by making 1 stitch into each stitch around. So I'm going to make 2 chains. I'm going to go ahead and make 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So again, I made 1 double crochet into each stitch around. You would now slip stitch into the first stitch you made to complete this first body row. You can see that it's now bringing in our hat. It's closing it in, so you can now work on the body. You would now make as many body rows that you need for however long you want your hat. So as you work the body of your hat, you could end it there on just a body row, or when you get to the end on how long you want your hat, you could add a rim. I have that example in a video I made on how to start a hat from the bottom up. I will have that video listed down below. It's essentially made from crochet ribbing stitches. I have a bunch of videos on crochet ribbing, and I will also have all of that listed down below as well. So again, these were just the basics on how to start a hat from the top up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more from me. Please leave me any feedback down below for future videos and tutorials that you would like to see. You can follow me on all social media at crochetmelovely, all one word. Thank you guys so much for being here, and have a great day.